Welcome to Counters. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at the valuation of a debenture. We're going to be looking at how to calculate the market value or the present value of a debenture. So what is a debenture? A debenture is a debt instrument that a company issues in order to raise capital. This debt instrument is a bond that is unsecured. So a bond that is unsecured is known as a debenture. The value of a redeemable debenture is the present value of all future payments as well as the redeemable value at maturity. They are discounted at the required rate of return. So how do we calculate the market value, the present value of a debenture? Well, we discount all the future payments as well as the redeemable value of at maturity. So remember, when a company issues a debenture, someone has invested in the company and they will be receiving a coupon rate for a specific period. And those coupon rates is the interest rate that is paid by the company. We're going to discount all those interest rates up to the maturity date of the debenture, as well as the actual amount that was invested into the company by the debenture holder. So that is what the statement means. So what is the coupon rate and what is the required rate of return or the yield to maturity? So when we say the required rate of return, we're talking about the yield to maturity here. So we'll be using the required rate of return and yield to maturity interchangeably. But we want to see what are the differences between the yield to maturity and the coupon rate. The yield to maturity is the rate of return that can be expected if the debenture is held to its maturity. This is the rate that is used to discount the future payments of the debenture. So the yield to maturity is basically like the name says. If you yield or if you hold on to the debenture until its maturity, this is the return that you can expect back. So this rate is used to discount future payments of the debenture. Remember, when we're discounting all future payments of the debenture, we're discounting them at the specific rate. When we will discount them at the yield to maturity rate, whatever that rate is that you will be given. A coupon rate, on the other hand, is the amount that can be expected to be received as a result of the investment. This is the annual interest amount paid to the investor by the company. The coupon rate is a fixed interest rate. So when you're given the yield to maturity and you're given the coupon rate, you'll take the coupon rate multiplied by the face value of the debenture for you to get what interest rate you'll be receiving from the company. So the coupon rate is basically the interest rate that you'll be receiving by the company on an annual basis. But the yield to maturity is the rate of return that you can expect. So that is what we use to discount back all future payments, including the redeemable value of the debenture, to see what the present value or what the market value is for that debenture. So that's the difference between the coupon rate and the yield to maturity. The yield to maturity is used to discount the cash flows, and the coupon rate is used to calculate the actual interest that you can expect from the company on an annual basis. I hope that has made sense so far. So how do they affect the value of the debenture? So you have to pay careful attention to the following notes because they will help you further understand these two concepts, the coupon rate and the yield to maturity. If the yield to maturity is the same as the coupon rate, then the present value of the debenture, that is the market value, is the same as the face value. So remember, we have the market value, which we are trying to calculate for the debenture, and we have the face value. And the face value is what the company is offering as the debenture, or is what the company tells you this debenture is worth so much. So if the yield to maturity is the same as the coupon rate, if the yield to maturity is 10% and the coupon rate is 10%, once you discount the cash flows to get the market value, you'll realize that the market value is the same as the face value of the debenture. Or if they give you one rate, then you have to use one rate for both the interest rate and for discounting. You'll realize that the market value will be the same as the face value. And you'll see with this example what we mean by that. But if the yield to maturity is more than the coupon rate, then the present value of the debenture, or the market value that is less than the face value. In this case, the bond would be selling at a discount. So remember, why are we calculating the market value or the present value of the debenture? We want to see what you can expect to pay for this debenture. So the company will give you the face value. Now you have to calculate what you expect to pay. So if the yield to maturity is different from the coupon rate, then the market value is different from the face value. So what this point says is that if the yield to maturity is more than the coupon rate, then the present value of the debenture is less than the face value. In this case, the bond would be selling at a discount. Because think about it, if the market value is less than the face value of the debenture, that means you're paying less than what the face value of the debenture is. That means you'll be paying for the debenture at a discount. If the yield to maturity is less than the coupon rate, then the present value of the debenture, that is the market value, is more than the face value. In this case, the bond would be selling at a premium. So again, if you understood the second point, you would understand this one here. If the yield to maturity is less than the coupon rate, then the present value of the debenture, which we will have to calculate or which we will have to pay to the company, is more than the face value. In this case, the bond will be selling at a premium. So the company is telling you the face value of the debenture is, for instance, 1,000 Rand. When you discount all the cash flows using the yield to maturity, which is less than the interest rate, then you will realize that the market value is more than the face value. That means you'll be paying more for the face value. So let's say the present value, the market value is 1,100. That means you're paying 1,100 for a debenture worth 1,000 Rand. That means it's selling at a premium. And that is how you look at these two interest rates, the coupon rate and the yield to maturity. I hope you have understood that one. Now let's go to an example and see how we do the calculation. Here's an example. We are told that a debenture has a face value of 10,000 Rand, meaning that it's worth 10,000 Rand, a coupon rate of 11%, payable annually, a yield to maturity of 8%, and matures in 5 years. What is the value of the bond? What is the value of the bond? So we are given enough information here. We are told the debenture has a face value of 10,000 Rand. That means worth 10,000 Rand. It has a coupon rate of 11%. That means that is the interest rate that we can expect every year from the investment in this debenture, and it's payable annually. A yield to maturity of 8%. This is the return that we can expect. That means we use this yield to maturity to discount all future cash flows, and matures in 5 years. What is the value of the bond? What is the value of the bond? Now here you can see that the coupon rate is different from the yield to maturity. That means the market value, the present value that we'll calculate, will be different from the face value. And let's go back to that note. If the yield to maturity is less than the coupon rate, this last point, then the present value of the debenture is more than the face value. So our yield to maturity here is less than the coupon rate of 11%. Our yield to maturity is only 8%. That means that our market value will be higher. Our present value should be higher than the 10,000 Rand. Let's do the calculations and see how it works. Now, remember, the debenture has a face value of 10,000 Rand and you're paying a coupon rate of 11% annually and a yield to maturity of 8%. So now the first thing that we need to do for us to get the market value of the debenture is to calculate the interest payments or the interest that will be paid annually on the debenture. Well, remember, like I said before, we use the coupon rate to calculate the interest. So it's 11% times the 10,000 Rand and we'll get the interest rate. And once we have done that, we will input them into the 5 years. You can see here we have year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. So the interest rate will be paid for 5 years because it matures in year 5. So interest rate will be paid in year 1 up to year 5. So let's calculate what that interest rate is. It's 10,000 Rand times the 11% coupon rate, and we get an interest rate of 1,100 Rand per annum. That means that every year we can expect to receive, if we invest in the debenture, 1,100 every year until the date matures, until year 5. So let's input them, 1,100 every year until year 5. Now, what do we also know about the debenture? Well, remember, it matures in year 5, in 5 years time. That means that at the end of year 5, not only are you receiving interest payments every year, but you will receive back your investment of 10,000 Rand at the end of year 5. So that 10,000 Rand will be paid to you at the end of year 5. So you're investing what the market value is, and that's what we're trying to calculate, how much we'll have to pay for it. And at the end of year 5, we are receiving the 10,000 Rand plus obviously the interest rate or the interest payment that will be paid to us. So these are the amounts that we are receiving for the next 5 years if you are to invest in the debenture. So that's the first thing that we do. We note them down. We calculate what the interest rate is, and then we note them down for the 5 years. Now, when we're calculating the market value of the debenture, what are we trying to do? We're trying to see what is the market value, what is the present value. Remember, these cash flows are going to be received in the future. Year 1 is 1 year from now, year 2 is 2 years from now, and so forth until year 5 is 5 years from now. But we're not discounted to see what is its actual value today, because we know 1,100 is not worth the same amount as it is today. 1,100 in the future is worth less than it is today. So that's why I want to discount it to see what the present value is. So we want to discount all these cash flows to year zero, and that will give us what the market value is or what the present value of the debenture is. So let's go ahead and discount them. What formula do we use to discount them? Well, here's the formula for the present value. We take the future value divided by 1 plus R. What is R? R is the discounting rate. And remember I said we discount the cash flows at the yield to maturity rate. So the R will be 8%. And the N, what is N? N is the period which we are discounting the cash flow. So if we are discounting this one at year 1, N will be 1. If we are discounting at year 2, N will be 2 until we discount all the cash flows up to year 5. So let's do that for each year and get what amount we get. So for year 1, let's plug in that formula. It's 1,100, which is the future value, divided by 1 plus the interest rate, which is the yield to maturity. That's what we use to discount the cash flows. And then you put that to the power of n, which is year 1 for this specific one, and we get an amount of 1,018 rand 52 cents. Now that we have discounted for year 1. Now, if you're wondering how I got 0.08, well, I just took the 8% divided by 100 to have it in decimal form. Now, let's do for year 2. I'm sure you know how to do it now. It's 1,100 for year 2 divided by 1 plus 0.08 to the power of 2, because that is year 2, and we get 943 rand 7 cents. And the same happens for year 3. The only thing that changes is to the power of 3, and the same for year 4 to the power of 4, and we get the amounts here. So you punch it into your calculator and you should get the same answers that I'm getting here. Now at year 5, what do we do? Remember, we're not only receiving the 1,100 at year 5, we're receiving the 1,100 and the face value of the debenture of 10,000 rand. We're receiving both 1,100 plus the 10,000 rand. So I'm going to discount both at once, the 10,000 plus the 1,100, and we discount them to year 0. So we'll take 1,100. Sorry, it's not supposed to be 1,100. It's a typo. It's supposed to be 11,100 divided by 1 plus 0.08 to the power of 5, and we get an amount of 7,554 and 47 cents. Now we've just discounted all the cash flows to your 0. Now if you didn't want to discount these two to get added together, you'd have discounted the 1,100 alone and then discount the 10,000 rand alone. But why do that when you can do them at once? So like I said, here it's a typo. It's supposed to be 11,100 because we got the correct answer here of 7,554.47 cents. That is the formula that you use to discount all your cash flows. Now all you need to do is add all of them together, all the present values that you have gotten for all the years together, and you will get what the present value of the debenture is, or what the market value, or what you will pay for the debenture will be. So the market value of the debenture is 11,197.81 cents. We've just and how did I get that? Remember, I added all of them together, the 1,018 rand 52 cents all the way until 7,554.47 cents, and that is how I came up with the market value of the debenture. So what does this mean, the 11,197? Well, it means that I will be paying 11,197 for a debenture worth 10,000 rand. And remember, like the point in the previous slide that says that if my coupon rate is more, or if my yield to maturity is less than the coupon rate, I'm paying a premium. So I paid a premium here of 1,197 because the face value of the debenture is only 10,000 rand, and that's what I'll be receiving at the end. And that is how you calculate the market value or the present value of the debenture. Now, let me ask you a question. What if they told you that the maturity value or the redemption value of the debenture is 15,000 rand, for instance? What would you do? Well, you'd put the 15,000 here at the end of year 5 instead of the 10,000. Now, remember, they can tell you that you will be able to redeem a higher amount. Maybe you'll receive 10,100 rand. That's what you'll input at year 5, if that's what they told you. But here our question just told us that it has a value of 10,000 rand. So we assume that's exactly what you'll receive at the end of year 5. I hope that has made sense. And what I've done, we have another lesson that we go through this same one using the financial calculator, how to calculate the present value of a debenture. It's a quick lesson and shows you how to do that using the Sharp EL738. So if you'd like to check that one out, you'll find the link in the description below. And another lesson also, we looked at this same example and how to use the present value tables to calculate the present value of the debenture, or to calculate the market value of the debenture. So that's another short lesson. If you're using the tables to discount your debenture in order for you to get the market value, you will find the lesson in the link in the description below on how to do that. Otherwise, if this lesson has made sense, if you have gained value from this lesson, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it to those you think it might help. Till next time, cheers.